Welcome and welcome back. Today we got another relic reveal, and they kind of left us hanging because there are still a couple out there, but let's talk about the one that we got today. And I actually don't have a ton to say about it because this relic, Reloaded, is going to let you choose from another tier below this one. So the decision really comes to the other relics. And they did confirm these are the first 4 tiers of relics that are going to be available to us. Lucky for me, I don't have to change any of the orders. Already had this one lined out. Now you can see that it's going to be competing with Golden God as well as something else. Man, they really left us hanging the day before. Holy cow, I hope they're going to tell us all the relics beforehand. Now, it has been a while since we talked about Golden God. So just as a refresher, what you are up against. Golden God is going to let you passively alch things in a pile. Essentially means infinite gold. You can use gold in place of dragon bones on prayer altars, so it's also going to be solving your prayer for you. And on top of that, it's going to let you buy things from shops noted. So a strong relic for sure. Now, the fact that it is tier 4 means we're getting to it a little bit later. Just a little bit later, because I still think tier 4 is like first day of leagues for most people. So it's not going to be that far into it, but it does get weaker the farther out you go, because typically the longer time you spend in leagues, the more you tend to solve your money problem, which is like a big component of this thing. Now, today's Relic Reloaded is right here. Gonna let you pick one additional relic from any of the stuff before. Now, when I think about this is really what I think you're looking at, because you've already got a teleportation relic when you're here. You're probably not going to want to pick up 2 of those. And we've got the trash can in tier 1. I don't think people are really going to want to pick that. Agility is like a fun one, but it's not the most powerful relic. It doesn't really solve a lot of problems for you. So I think you're really picking between these 4 here if you're going for this relic. And I've got from one of the higher tiers over here, the Grimoire as well as Overground plus that mystery relic, because I think it depends a lot on what you want to take just in general. Power Miner is going to solve mining, smithing, and crafting for you. The Harpoon is going to solve fishing, cooking, and hunter for you. So I think especially between these 2, smithing tends to be one of the more annoying skills to try and train up in the league. So I could definitely see someone wanting to take both of these. I personally am leaning towards the Harpoon as my first choice. So that would mean if I take this relic, I might be considering taking the Power Miner as my second one if I went for Reloaded. Now, in the tier right above that, you have got the relics that we got from the other day. The one that's going to basically solve thieving for you, dodgy deals, as well as Forager, the one that gives you free herbs, saves your secondaries. And this is where I think it actually helps you on later decisions as well, because if you wanted to take the Grimoire relic, meaning you have to skip out on Overgrown, which is sort of like the auto farming one, then you actually get a lot of benefit from taking Reloaded, because you might be able to take dodgy deals and the Forager and kind of solve multiple problems there and not feel as bad about skipping out on Overgrown. And really, I kind of see that as the 2 main decisions. You're either taking this for double the whole gathering tier 1 relics, or you're taking this to take Forager and dodgy deals together, because those are really probably the strongest. Yes, you can take the agility one or the trashy one, because sure, if you felt bad about doing it in the original tier, it probably won't feel as bad doing it in this tier, but it's just not going to solve quite as many problems for you. So I think personally, I'm leaning towards this sort of combo here, skipping out on auto farming and allowing myself the Grimoire or whatever this other third relic is, because the Grimoire is just kind of like a nice quality of life thing, because you'll be able to get access to all of the prayers, all of the spell books. So you're doing that also without the need to go into raids. So even if you take something like Zaya, you're able to get those prayers very early on, assuming you have the prayer level. But prayer's not going to be that hard to train up, I think. Once you get into Scurious, it's going to be a lot of XP there. But that's really all there is to say about this, and here's what we're looking like for the full relic spread. Now that we have locked in these first 4, we only really need to know, what our third choices are on this, as well as the order between this Banker Note, Total Recall, and the Overgrown Grimoire tier. I am 99% sure the combat relics are going to be the final tier, so we are getting really, really close to the start of leagues. So make sure to subscribe. If you want to see more Leagues content, I've got my Discord linked down in the description below, and I am going to be streaming the start of the League. It is going to start November 27th at 6 a.m. Central. That is Wednesday, so it is coming up really quickly. I'm going to start my stream a couple hours after that at 9 a.m. Central, so if you want to join me on my Leagues journey, you can find me here. But with that, thanks for watching, and I will catch you tomorrow.